Hey guys, my name is Brandon and welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see in here, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button so you stay notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, let's get straight on with today's video. Hey everyone and welcome back to Is That Brandon. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be doing a video about the whole situation of bulk buying online. It's a bit of a new industry that I've kind of delved into. I'm not actively, buying, selling stuff all the time. I just kind of did it as a bit of an experiment, and I seem to have done okay so far. So I've basically just made a few notes with some of the things that I've obviously bought, and I do have a few little videos that I will insert. But yeah, like I said, it's just kind of a bit of a experiment, and like I said, I'm quite good at selling stuff. I'm quite good at talking to people and things like that. Obviously this doesn't really require talking to people, but it kind of still involves some sort of skills. So I think I'm just going to go through straight away with kind of where I started and why I obviously wanted to kind of go on this kind of journey. Also, if you do realise that I'm a little bit brighter, I do actually have a ring light behind me, so thank you Millie for buying that for me for Christmas. So yeah, that's definitely making me a little bit brighter. Yeah, look, I would show you with and without, but I don't have to move it because then I'll become dark. But anyway, so bulk buying generally is basically buying loads of things for a small amount of money, and obviously trying to then flog those things off for 3, 4, 5 times the price. So initially I was using apps like Shein, Temu, things like that, and obviously I've now deleted both of those apps because, like I said, it was just a bit of a test, it was just a bit of fun. But yeah, I'm still selling the last little bits of stock that I've got left. So on Temu, initially when I started that, I literally just wanted to get free items. So there's a little game called Fishland or Fish Game on the actual app itself, and all you basically do is just sit there, feed fish. You can you just got to share the link with your friends, which I basically just shared with myself because it doesn't really click on who you've shared it with. As long as you've shared it with someone on WhatsApp or Facebook or whatever, you can just share it with yourself, and that's an easy way to get that requirement completed. So I did that a couple of times. I have won 3 pairs of shoes. There's a couple of handbags that I won. Actually some sports gear, which is actually quite good because obviously it's sports tops. I actually wear that anyway for tennis. So yeah, basically that's kind of how I started, just thinking, oh, it would be interesting if I was to, indulge on a different type of journey. And then I saw these shawls, so I will put a photo on here somewhere of some of the colours that I've basically bought. So right at the beginning, I did just buy the black and brown ones, and I just thought, right, let me just buy 5 of those. They're only £1, and let's try my luck at selling them for a higher price. So initially I was putting them up as £25 each, and I was like, right, even I wouldn't pay that much, so I put them down to 20, and then I put them down to 18, and I had actually those first 5 that sold. I think 4 of them sold for about £15, and I think 1 of them sold for £12.50. But basically, bearing in mind I literally paid a £5 for the 5 of them, that was just kind of like an incredible profit. That was only the beginning. And then yeah, I just decided to kind of go online, and like I said with Temu, I kind of discontinued that option because the only problem with that kind of app is you don't know where you're buying these things from, you don't know the quality of the items. I guess the people making the items may not be in the best working conditions, and also the actual postage or the shipping fee almost cost as much as the actual items themselves, if not more. So yes, I was getting the items, but then I was also paying extra for the shipping and postage. So I discontinued that straight away. Same thing for Shein. I think on there I kind of got some like party outfits. So again, £2 for this dress, £1.50 for this dress. Again, bulk bought about 5 or 10 of each. And again, I'm still selling some of them now. So some of them have sold. Again, some of them are still in packets, ready to go. But again, another app that I just wanted to try out, just because I've never actually used Shein before in my life. I've always seen adverts about it, but yeah, I just gave that a go, and again, discontinued that on the app. My next idea was to basically try Alibaba. Now again, the only issue with this is that, again, the shipping fees, the postage, all that sort of stuff was just incredibly expensive. So I have actually bought 100 items of clothing. I obviously don't know the condition, I'm presuming they're of good quality. The last update that I had was that they're in the sea on the way to me, and yeah, I'm just making sure that I have enough space to actually you know, have them here. And then my plan is to basically list the items straight away, and obviously get those on. I have actually asked for a bit of a refund for that as well, because I think they did actually kind of overprice me completely. So I'm kind of in communication with them as of now, and in the next couple of days I should get my refund back on that. It was only about, I think it was like 60 or 70 quid in total, so I'm trying to get half of that money back, and then that's also half extra money that I can, you know, save and invest in whatever else. So yeah, that was Alibaba. And then finally eBay. So it's probably the most underrated app. So I think for me, because you can buy stuff cheap on there, you can bid, you can buy things straight away. It's kind of an app that I just never actually used. I've not really sold on eBay. And then I kind of had a little look for like bulk buying clothes. And again, they're all grade 1 or grade A, basically brand new, all branded, which is obviously quite good. And again, I think with this thing, it is a bit of a risk, because you generally don't know what you're buying. You know who you're buying from, you know you're going to get something in the post, but you don't know what sort of quality it's going to be. And again, I've had quite success with the eBay stuff. So again, I'll put some little videos in here. This is probably the one that I've probably spent the most time on, probably the most money as well, but not like stupid money, like into the hundreds. I think probably like 70, 80 quid total, but I've made my money back plus extra, and I've actually still got stuff left that I haven't actually sold yet. Plus I am kind of, I guess it's like drop shipping for my friends as well. So I'm listing things online for friends that don't actually live anywhere near me. And then if those things sell, then I just send the code to them, and then they can obviously go off and do whatever they want with it. I transfer the money over. So for example, a couple of my neighbours, a couple of my friends, my family as well, things that they don't want, kind of just, what sort of price do you want it for? Putting it online and then selling it. So I'm kind of doing about 5 different things at the same time. So I guess really that's a bit of an overview of as to what I've been doing over the last couple of months, because this has only been something I've been doing probably since about Christmas. So probably about 4 months of kind of just researching, looking into it, seeing what other people are doing, kind of, you know, seeing how people get so many items worth. So yeah, as of recently, I guess some of my biggest achievements is probably those some of those clothes I was getting on Temu, kind of buying them for £1, sell them for, you know, between 12 and 15. And then yeah, with my eBay situation, again, I think just quickly going back to that, I basically paid, I think it was like 25 or 30 pound for a bundle. It was like 10 or 25 kilograms of clothes, again, all basically grade 1 or grade A quality, so that's basically the best of the best quality, or used once, or, you know, not used at all, and all clean, all fresh. Came in like a massive bundle, and I was literally looking at it thinking, oh my goodness, I've paid £30 for all of this. I've literally, as of now, probably sold half of it, and I've already got my £30 back plus more, and I've still got some actually good branded clothes that I'm still selling as well. So kind of like the Ralph Lauren, Next, Atmosphere. I think the good thing about this as well is kind of me actually understanding the clothes market a little bit more, kind of working out what brands are worth more than other brands, or kind of, you know, something like River Island I know is a lot more expensive than New Look, basically. So I'm sure both are just as good quality, but the River Island, because of its brand and because of its, you know, I guess they may manufacture their clothes differently, or maybe they have better options for clothes. That is obviously a lot more expensive. Whereas something like Shein may go for like £2, £3, £4, £5 depending on the item, and most of that stuff will have probably been bulk bought anyways. Thought I'd do a little update. Ooh. Need to put these away. Bulk buying and selling. It's all part of the business. Wait for the camera to focus. Hello everyone, so I'm filming a little bit of a clip. It's just gone 9 o'clock, almost 9 o'clock. I thought I'd show you, do a little bit of an update as to what's going on, because I'm going to make a little YouTube video. So, obviously, I've got my 3 different sections. So as of now, this is trousers, shorts, jeans. Haven't really looked through that properly yet, but as you can see, there's, you know, you've got some green trousers, you've got some camo trousers, you've got some kind of like camouflagey trousers. These are like purpley shorts. This is all different t-shirts. Again, haven't really looked through them, but you can see there's a couple of striped ones, plain red, plain blue, plain black, plain grey, dark blue here with a collar. And then these are all the different shirts. So again, I haven't really looked through these properly, but you can see a kind of velvety one, cream one, dark blue with stripes, lots of white shirts. Black shirt here, like a checkered shirt. If I can sell these clothes at a decent price, to obviously get my money back, because I did a women's bundle of clothes and I did a men's bundle of clothes. I think for each bundle, I think I paid £30 each, so that's £60 for all of these clothes, and I'm basically going to try and get as much money back as I can. As soon as it's all sold, I'm going to work out what my profit is, and then I'll obviously put that into this video as well. So I thought I'd just try something different. Obviously I've got my tape measure, so I can measure exactly how long these shirts and things are if they're not mentioned on the shirt, or if I can't find it on the shirt, I can measure it manually. But yeah, I thought I'd try something different with the whole bulk buying situation. I've not really done this before. I have used different websites, but you know, I used a trusted website this time, and yeah, £30 for a bundle of random women's clothes and £30 for a random bundle of men's clothes. And I thought, let me try and sell them. So that is what my plan is as of now. So like I said, I've got 3 different piles here. I'm not going to vlog too much because obviously, yeah, the most important part is obviously getting the things sold. I've got my little box ready. So yeah, that's basically it really. So I won't really keep you updated. It's more just going to be, this is a little insert I'm going to include to the video, and hopefully there'll be a full video that you can see of how much profit I actually made. And like I said, just a little one-off, but if it goes well, then I might do it in the future. So yeah, Brandon, back to you, and enjoy the rest of this video. So yeah, that's kind of an overview. I guess recently I've had 2 big bundles worth of stuff arrive. So first example, I ordered lots of little things where it was kind of like, you know, £5 for 6 items, or you know, £3 for 10 items. So all just little bits of pennies, literally listing them online straight away, making sure that I'm at least getting my money back plus extra. And also with the kind of delivery apps that I use, I'm basically making sure that, yeah, the postage is obviously not too expensive for the customers either, so they can actually bundle items as well. In terms of where I'm selling, as of now, I'm not really using eBay, but it's kind of there. My predominant website is obviously Vinted. So again, I've been on Vinted for almost 2 years now. I wouldn't say it's a full-time job. I would just say it's kind of something alongside my, you know, day-to-day working life. But yeah, I wouldn't say I've not done well on there, but yeah, it's just something that, you know, it's like a nice little extra piece of income while my kind of, you know, photography and content and YouTube and stuff like that is kind of at the side. So yeah, like I said, here there was like a girls bundle, £7 for 6 items, a women's bundle, £5 for about 9 items, a boys bundle for a £5 that had 4 items, with one of which being Adidas and one of those being Ralph Lauren. 3 dresses for a tenner, so I've basically put them up for £5 each. It won't get me that much back, between 9 and 15, it's £6 profit, but it's £6 profit as opposed to, you know, having a loss. So again, I'm just waiting for those to sell. And then finally, recently I did actually buy 12 jumpers for £6. So if you work that out, I basically need to sell each jumper for, well, £0.50 to make profit. And actually, as of now, I've sold one of them for a £5, so £5 out of the £6 that I paid. I've sold another 5 of them as a bundle for £15, so that's basically 20 in total, and I've still got 5 or 6 of those left. So bought 12 of them for £6, made £20 back, and I've still got some left, so I'm already in £14 of profit. So it's kind of little things like that. So yeah, I do have quite a lot of items. So obviously my items that I'm selling, items for family, for friends, for neighbours, the drop shipping situation. But I think it's one of those industries that you don't have to do it as a full-time job, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to take risks. You just need to look in the most obvious places and just try things out. And I think that's the most important thing. So for me, for example, like I said, just using these real websites, obviously a lot of them I'm not using anymore anyway, but to kind of just try it out. Like, and if you don't like it, that's fine. But the most important thing is if you want to make money, you need to obviously have things to sell. And that's kind of my my main piece of advice. If you actually want to make money by doing this, you need to actually have stuff to sell in the first place. So yeah, I think bulk buying, bulk ordering, that kind of thing is good as long as you know the market, as long as you know what people want. So for me, that's why I kind of just resorted to eBay, where it's literally just someone selling a bundle of clothes for a cheap price and either cheap or free postage. And then, like I said, as long as the items are good, give it a quick clean, give it a quick spray, and then it's kind of ready to go at whatever price I feel is needed. And in my head, am I making my money back, and am I making profit? And if so, what sort of profit am I making? So yeah, that's what I've kind of been doing for the last couple of months. So yeah, in terms of the actual content, like I said, I've got little behind the scenes of, you know, my journey so far. So there actually is a video of me opening all the men's clothes. So like I said, it was 25 kilograms worth of stuff, about £20, £25, I think maybe £30, I'm not 100% sure. I've already made my money back on that, plus still making money on the rest of the stuff. I've also got a couple of videos of me kind of, you know, taking stuff to the post office, so I'm not gonna, you know, do a voiceover over those. I'm just gonna insert those videos here. You can see, like, you know, a video of me looking through my bag, looking at the different packages, and then in my tennis outfit, taking a quite large package, which I think was the 5 or 6 jumpers bundle, to the post office quite recently. Again, I've also kind of turned my current flat situation into, I don't want to say a shop, because I'm not a shop, I'm just kind of a unique individual seller who just happens to have quite a lot of items. I think as of now, currently, at the time of filming this video, I have about 500 items listed online somewhere. I did actually send about 6 parcels this morning, so that's probably gone down to about 494, but I've still got quite a lot of items, and they are literally in just boxes. Speaking of my Vinted, I obviously just created a little video recently, so again, I'll insert that here. I'm not going to do any sort of voiceover or anything, you can just kind of hear this over the top of it. But as you can see, you can kind of see that I've got my 500 items. I have actually boosted my profile for the next 14 days. So for the next 14 days, I've brought all the prices down for all of the items. I haven't put a discount on, I've just kind of, I just brought it from, you know, £20 to £15 or £10 to £5. So I've given a discount on all of the items. And on Vinted, you can actually do collections. So basically, for those of you that haven't used Vinted, or for those of you that are maybe thinking about using Vinted, I would 100% recommend it. Like I said, I've been on there nearly 2 years now. 2 years I've been on there, 1 year I've been using it for selling, and then 4 or 5 months been using it to kind of do bulk buying, bulk selling. So yeah, you can do 3 things on there. You can either promote an individual item itself. So if you really want this dress or this top or whatever to sell, you can pay X amount to promote that for 3 or 7 days. If you want to spotlight your entire wardrobe, which I would say is only worth doing if you actually have over 100 items. If you have 50, 100, 200 items, or if you have 50 items that are actually worth more than, say, a fiver each, if it's all stuff from, like, you know, Primark or New Look or things like that, I wouldn't promote your page, because it costs, I think it's £6.95 for a week. So you only want to do that if you can definitely get that £6.95 back, plus actually then make profit. So yeah, if you're selling things like Gucci or Ralph Lauren or, you know, Casio, or like more expensive things, then spotlight the page for 7 days. Everything is on the spotlighted wardrobe section of the website, and then you're actually likely to get some views, or at least a bit more attention on your items. And then the third thing you can do is actually create collections, which is actually a new thing. So since they discontinued the blog, they actually then created the collections option, which basically all you do is you can either create 3, 5 or 7 collections worth of 20 items in whatever category. So as of now, I've obviously got my kind of most expensive items in collection 1, 2 and 3. So I've basically just put items on sale number 1, items on sale number 2, items on sale number 3. So that's promoting 60 items. My wardrobe's already been spotlighted anyway, and I've already made that money back because I've already sold about 6 or 7 things since doing it. So there's a lot of different things going around, but like I said, I've spotlighted the wardrobe for £6. I've done the collections for £8. That's 14. I've already made about 40. So I'm already in about £25 of profit, and I've still got, I think, 3 or 4 days left of both the spotlight wardrobe and 2 weeks left of the collections. So that's a lot of words and a lot of numbers and a lot of figures and things like that, but basically it's working out great. It just obviously takes quite a long time to get stuff sold. And my plan of action is to only spotlight or use the collections thing twice a year. So for me, I guess April, which is obviously my birthday month, to kind of, you know, promote it then, because I know I'm going to get some sort of birthday money or voucher. I know I'm not going to be needing to spend as much money because, you know, people will either take me out for lunch or dinner, or, you know, I maybe take some time off work, things like that. And then also probably right at the end of the year, so kind of as we hit December, maybe end of November, December time, or even December, New Year, January. Again, that's the second time I do it, just because I know I'm going to get the money back. I know people are going to watch items and, you know, start looking for things online to do like Christmas shops or maybe Black Friday sale or things like that. So yeah, I think £12 a year on investing in a business, technically, that's going to bring me money back is not really a bad thing. And £12 is nothing. Like, it's almost like I'm paying for Spotify music once throughout the whole year, but I'm actually just spending it on something that's actually going to bring me some money back as well. So yeah, I kind of ended up turning this into a bit of a just nightmare video. But yeah, I just thought, you know, I mean, if I would, I guess my kind of turning point as of at the end of this video is if there is somebody watching this who's like, right, okay, Brandon, you seem to have done quite well, you seem to be making some extra money, you seem to be doing, you know, something alongside a full-time job, how can I go ahead about doing it? Like I said, number one advice, number one tip, if you've got anything in your wardrobe, clothes-wise, you need to sell, or any items around your house that's not, you know, food, drink-related, things that are kind of unopened, so maybe even things like makeup, books, any fashion items, any kids' clothing, any, you know, like I said, you can basically sell anything on Vinted as long as it's not going to harm someone, as long as it's not something expensive like, I don't know, like an iPhone 15, and as long as it's something that actually is in some sort of good condition, because it can be good with, you know, a few marks or a few scratches, as long as it's still wearable, usable, you know, you can easily wash it out, get rid of a smoke smell, whatever. So yeah, that'll be my first piece of advice. If you want to make money, start with your own wardrobe. Ask your friends, ask your family, ask anyone who maybe isn't so good at using technology or phones if they need anything to sell. And if you are that tech whiz, or if you are that tech person, start listing things on Vinted. It's free to make an account. You can literally start straight away. Just make sure you have a profile photo, you verify your email address, and you obviously verify yourself by Facebook or email or whatever else to prove to other people that you are a real seller, because they usually don't want to buy from you or sell to you if you don't have any reviews or any photos or anything. So if you just put something like, I'm new to Vinted, then, you know, people may actually then sell to you, so that's great. So yeah, number two, I would say take a risk. Doesn't need to be anything expensive, it's just more of a calculated risk of, okay, I've got rid of the stuff in my wardrobe, or that's now listed. My step two is to look for somewhere to bulk buy. So again, you can either do this locally, if there's any markets, if there's any towns, if there's any charity shops, any vintage shops, any sales or clearances in your local area or online. You may get emails with companies saying, oh, 30% off this or 60% off that. And if you think you can bulk buy at the price that they are offering and that you can sell it for more, why not give it a go? You can look at shopping from boutiques, so online boutiques. Again, they may have quite unique, glamorous, you know, upmarket kind of stuff where maybe everything is expensive. But again, if you think you can get a few and make it even more pricey, or, you know, price it a little bit higher, I guess it's like a pro and a con. Of pro of you making more money, but the con is kind of, you know, someone else is out of pocket, but then that's not really a you problem. You're kind of buying off someone from the price that they have, and then you're kind of, you know, promoting it for that little bit more expensive, but it's free promotion if it's a branded item. And then I would say use things like Amazon, use things like eBay, Alibaba, AliExpress. If you know how to use it, or if you know someone that knows how to use it properly, then you can always jump on there. Shein, Temu, TikTok Shop, all of these places, again, they are calculated risks, so don't go onto these places and just start buying everything. Have a little look, see what's trending, see what celebrities are wearing, what handbag they're wearing, or what shoes they're wearing, or, you know, what trousers are in stock at the moment, and, like, yeah, what's popping in terms of the fashion world. I don't really keep up with it too much. I'm just kind of more of, I've sold something for this price, okay, that clearly works, I'm just going to use that same item again. So I guess with me, those items that I was selling between £10 and £12, or potentially even more, those are the items that I'm going to actually invest in, because I know that they actually sell. So as of now, I think the items are actually even lower than that, but I'm still making profit, and yeah, I just want to kind of get them out there. So yeah, that's kind of a little update as to what I've been doing for the last couple of months. So yeah, I have kind of been creating content, but obviously not around this. I've started posting a few more things on Instagram, but yeah, if there's any questions, I guess, that you have about bulk buy-in or, you know, selling online or drop shipping or things like that, literally leave me a comment down below, ask me how I do it, or, you know, how to get started, or any suggestions or tips, or if you have any questions for me about this sort of business, just let me know. I am not at all sponsored or affiliated with any other companies, don't have an agent, anything like that. I'm purely just doing this for myself, and like I said, it's a bit of fun. It's kind of, it's easy marketing, gets my name out there a little bit. You know, people leave a good review and then someone else will come back and, you know, buy something again. I've actually had a few people that have bought about 3 or 4 items from me in the space of a week because they're like, oh my god, it arrived so quickly, I want to buy again. So yeah, any comments, suggestions, queries, anything like that, just let me know down below. And basically what I would say as my final message is bulk buying is not a bad thing to do. You just need to know how to do it the right way and take some form of calculated risk to kind of, you know, get where you want to go, in terms of, yeah, whether you want to make money, whether you want to make more of a name for yourself, or just have some good reviews online. So yeah, if you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, chat and subscribe. I'm going to end this video here. Like I said, any questions, just let me know, and I'll be back with you very, very soon. Until then, thank you for watching and goodbye.